Hello and welcome. I am a French style enthusiast who lives in London, and on this channel I share videos about how to add a little bit of French je ne sais quoi to your style, and also I talk about beauty, and I talk also about how to find luxury and designer items for on a budget. So today I'm going to be talking a bit more about beauty, which was originally what my channel was all about. So I've been on YouTube for 16 years, and beauty has always had a little special place in my heart since. And particularly today we're going to be talking about nail care. Nail care at this point in time, with the quite luxury aesthetic and the frugal chic concept that has been launched by Mia McGrath, and so with all these things just like in the ether on social media, it has been recently I've heard that no manicure has become the latest flex. So essentially, if you don't have your nails done, that's actually peak quiet luxury apparently. And I can see how that fits into the moment, right? We're basically in an undeclared recession. There's a lot less people have a lot less disposable income, and there's an accent on having things that are not too showy, not too visible, very quiet muted colors like beige, for example, and so having bright red nails with lots of decorations is just not in the trend at the moment. I think having undone nails is actually, coincidentally, also very French. So in France, we think that you should look polished, but you shouldn't look like you've tried too hard. So for example, you'll probably notice that my hair wouldn't look like done. And that's on purpose, that's by design, because in France, if you look too perfect, you look a bit vibe wise, you look like a American news anchor, a bit too artificial, too fake smile, and you're trying very hard. Maybe you lack a bit of self-confidence. Maybe it's like having too much makeup, your hair too perfect, your nails done, your outfit completely perfect. It's essentially, in France, it's not perceived as elegant. And sometimes when you're hiding too much of your natural features, it's even conceived of as a bit like cheating. Like you should let a little bit of your actual nature and your authentic self show through. And so that results in basically hair that is left to do a little bit what it wants, and natural nails. So a lot of my French friends or my French family members don't wear any nail polish at all, ever. Because I live in London, I love a good manicure, and I was a big fan of shellac for absolute years, like decades. What I notice is that in the UK, or in London particularly, having your nails done is the basics. Like if you don't have your nails done, like what are you doing with your life? Like basically, like that's the message. Like wow, like you are letting yourself go. And so I have to compose with both of these messages in my context. And I do love a good manicure. I love the feeling when you come out of the nail salon and you're completely done, and you feel like you're accomplished, you're put together, you look finished. So I do love that, and I did it for years. What I don't like about shellac is that it really damaged my nails. It was very hard to remove, and then about 10 years ago, and if you're interested you can go see my videos from then, I started looking into the chemical products that go on our bodies and how toxic they really are. And one of the worst offenders was nail polish. It contains like if you look at those lists of chemical products contained in nail polish, you'll probably never apply nail polish ever again in your life. So with that in mind, I started looking into healthier alternatives, and I looked into a website that sold organic products that I will share in the next video, and I looked into other brands that were slightly less toxic. But really, because I have a dog, I wash my hands like 15 or 20 times a day, and if you apply real, like normal nail polish, it will flake off after a day. Basically, I wouldn't even last a day with normal nail polish, so I always reverted to shellac, like always went back to shellac. I couldn't figure out how to solve this conundrum. And also recently, I started having a lot less free time. And so the concept of going to spend an hour at a nail salon is just like a lot of time that I don't necessarily have to spend for that. Um, so I started researching a little bit, and then I saw a few ads, and I happened to find this French brand of nail polish. So I thought I would share it here because it's French, and I've tried it out, and I am over the moon about it. It is called manicurist, and they are basically an organic brand of nail polish. It's female led, and the initial founder was the mother of the person who ended up doing the organic product line. So the mother that person started a nail salon in Paris in 1996, and then that young woman saw what her mom's clients were talking about, and the concerns about too little time for self-care, the disappointment with classic polish, damage from gel application and removal. And so she started thinking about how could she improve things. So in 2016, having spent her career working for large companies like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Yves Saint Laurent, she ended up taking over the nail salon of her mother and transforming it by adding to it a focus on health and sustainability. And so she has invented the first green alternative to gel polish, which is, in my opinion, revolutionary. So when you look at the ingredients, they are vegan, they are cruelty-free, they're gluten-free, they're made in France, so really quite impressive. The most organic product in their range is made of sugarcane and corn and cotton, so really like very safe ingredients. And then they have a line which is called Green Flash, which is the one I'm going to talk to you about today, which is a gel polish, but with none of the 12 most toxic ingredients that you find usually in gel polish. Now, I looked at the starter kit, which retails for £162. And I found that to be a little bit beyond my budget. But what I did is then I found it on Vinted. And if you'd like to know how to find good things on Vinted, you can go to my videos about how to find hidden gems on Vinted. So I will link that for you. But essentially what I did is I got that exact same starter kit, but for £40. And that was fine, because if you do a manicure, a shellac manicure, it's going to set you back about 30. By not doing a proper manicure in a salon twice, I have already paid off the product. So I went ahead and I bought it, not knowing if it would really work for me. I've never done my nails myself before because I'm not very, I don't know, like I'm not very good at these sorts of things. Like I'm terrible at making my hair straight, for example. It never looks as good as a hairdresser's does. And similarly, all the aspects of like removing the little skins and all that stuff, I'm not very good at that. So, but I did try because I was thinking, if it's any good, then it's healthy. It's not going to damage my nails, and it's going to save me some money and some time. So let's try. And I'm so glad I did. So before I go any further, I should tell you that I am not affiliated to them. I have no brand deals at all. This is a completely independent, very truthful review of this French product. And because my thing here on YouTube is telling you about French things, I thought it would be completely appropriate to share this with you. So, in order to emulate French style, you should always let a little bit of your personality shine through, maybe with your hair. So if you look at, for example, Jane Birkin or Brigitte Bardot, they have wild hair, like they don't really try to make it do what they want. They just leave it free. And if you want a French aesthetic, you also need to have very subdued manicure. So barely there, barely visible, basically. Like, so what I usually do is I do a very soft, like a cream color, basically. So I'm going to show you this today. And in this video, I will apply it myself. Sorry, I'm a bit under the weather. So I'm a bit croaky today. So I will apply it myself, and you'll see that I suck at it, but that's okay. And then I will show you what my gel manicure looks like in a week, and then in 2 weeks. And if it lasts 3, I will show you the 3rd week. And then I will show you how to remove it, and I will show you the condition of my nails after I'm done. I think really this is worth your time and attention, because if you like looking put together but you don't like what these toxic products are doing to your body, this is a very good option. So without further ado, let's do a manicure. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna file my nails, and then I'm gonna apply these 3 colors and cure them here. While I'm doing this, it also made me think about the shape, and just wanted to put it out there that if you're going after quite luxury aesthetic or French aesthetic, you should probably lean towards almond shape or square, or but certainly not pointy. Okay, pausing here for a minute so you can see that I'm in no way, shape or form a professional, and yet I'm able to get my nails into like a semi ready position where I can now apply the nail polish. So I'm sure there's something clever I'm supposed to do to prepare the surface, but I don't have any products, and I'm not equipped for fancy stuff, so I'm just gonna move on to the nail polish. So there are three things you need: the base coat, the color, and the top coat. Obviously, they have made it completely foolproof by putting the little numbers. I don't know if you can see them at the top, so you know exactly in what order to apply. And similarly, on the machine, they have put base, color, and top here. You're also able to know which button to press for each layer. So really, I think they are trying to make it completely self-evident for people who are not accustomed to doing gel manicures at home. For me, it was a big jump, so that I was not entirely sure that I'd be able to pull it off, or that I'd use it quite as often as I should to amortize this. So I was pleasantly surprised by how easy it is, which of course, the easier it is, the more you're actually gonna end up using it, and it's not gonna gather dust in a drawer. So for me, who, you know, as an amateur, the fact that they've done it in a way that is so easy and for basically manicures for dummies has resulted in me actually using this. So before I move on to the color, this is what it looks like at the end of the base coat. It's already better with just that layer on than my natural nails. So that would be also really nice if you just wanted to do that as like a maintenance sort of look. That looks really nice and like finished. Let's apply the second color. Oh, before I move on, my color, the one that I think is most in line with a quite luxury / French aesthetic, is this one. It's called Milky Pink. That's a very good choice for looking understated but polished. So now you press, when you're doing the color layer, you press the color button there. I don't know if it changes anything because the base one is 60 seconds and the color one is 60 as well. Right, so here is what it looks like after one coat of color, which I think looks really understated and lovely, and you can still see your original nail under one coat of color. I'm going to put a second coat so you get an idea of what it looks like with 2 coats, and then we'll apply the top layer. Okay, so this is 2 coats of the milky pink color. So you can see what it looks like. I think this is probably where I'm gonna stop because it looks nice, like you've had a manicure, but you can still see the white of it's nearly like a French. You can still see my natural nail through, so I think that's the right look. I'm gonna stop there. So now I'm applying the top coat. So there you have it, a manicure that is not toxic, and that even if you're a complete amateur like me, you can apply yourself. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what my nails look like in 1 week, and then in 2 weeks, and then if they last that long, in 3 weeks, so you can see the longevity of this product. Okay, so this is after 1 week. So as you can see, the nail polish is still there. It's a pretty forgiving color. So here, for example, there's a little chip, but you can't really tell. It's faring a lot better than, say, a normal nail polish, that's for sure, but not as perfect as shellac. So this is the result. This time it only lasted 10 days, but really it's because I wash my hands 15-20 times a day, and this time around I went to the pool and did a lot of stuff. So as you can see, it's a little bit chipped now. So 10 days in, I'm gonna remove it. And this is what I really like about this particular brand, because contrary to shellac, you can just, with a simple nail polish remover, you can just take it off. You don't need to do anything specific. You don't need to use foil. You don't need to let them soak for huge amounts of time. Just take a normal cotton pad and some nail polish remover, classic nail polish remover, or the one they sell you with the product, and there you go, it's completely gone. And also what I really like compared to shellac is that shellac makes your nails really soft, and it tends to damage them, whereas this one makes your nails stronger. Right, so that's it. I hope you liked this video and that you found it useful. You have the link to the manicurist products below, and if you like this video, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!